I'm going to make a healthy snack today, and there's a bit of a story that goes with this. I'll try not to talk too long. I ordered a package of green split peas from Amazon, and due to Amazon's lately typical bad packing and mishandling by the post office, by the time I got my bag, it had split open and a good 2/3 of the peas were gone. They were lost. I wrote to the company. I don't know how to pronounce this, whether it's Pelouse or Pelouse. They're up in Washington State. And I told them about it, and they offered me either a refund or a replacement. And I said, I want the peas because I want to use them in my cooking videos for my YouTube channel. And I gave them the link to my YouTube channel so they could see I was legit. Well, they liked the channel. And they said, can we send you some other things besides the peas free of charge? So what I got was, I got a bag of garbanzo beans. This clip is to hold it shut, and I need to explain. This is a burlap sack. I'm not sure how bug proof this is, but what I did was I went through and I repackaged the beans to keep the bugs out. So 5 pounds of, if I can get this closed up again, of garbanzo beans, otherwise known as chickpeas, and another 5 pounds of lentils, which I want to use for making a lentil and ham soup. So that's the plan. And I got the replacement bag of my green split peas. What I want to do today is I want to use the chickpeas to make some roasted chickpeas, seasoned and roasted in the air fryer. And I need to tell you, there are a lot of videos out there, a lot of videos on how to do this. It's almost not worth doing my own because there's so many out there. But I thought maybe it might be fun to do. And I've made these before and they're good. So let's make seasoned roasted chickpeas. The chickpeas I have are garbanzo beans, whatever you call them. They're dry, so before you can cook with them, you need to soak them. I think the minimum soak time is 4 hours, they recommend, but I just simply soak them overnight. That's what most people do. And I have a colander in my sink. I'm going to drain these, and then I have paper towel and kitchen towel down to dry my beans. Just want to pat them dry. Here are my peas. And then I'm going to use another paper towel and pat these dry. Keep them on the counter because they're going to roll all over the place. They're almost like marbles or ball bearings. Okay, not quite that bad. All right, and then I'm going to just spread these out. And then I'm going to let these air dry a few minutes. What can you use for seasoning? Well, just about anything. I've got some taco seasoning. This is taco seasoning. This is Lowry seasoning salt. These are McCormick Grill Mates. These are formulas that I mixed up on my own based upon recipes that I found on the internet. For example, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is a recipe from Alton Brown. This is Pappy's. If you have seasoning mixes you like for seasoning chicken or pork or beef when you barbecue, use one of those. And that's a train going by. I think I'm going to experiment with my taco seasoning. What's in this? It just simply says spices, so I don't know what else is in there. Well, I don't know what the spices are, but there's also onions, salt, sugar, cocoa, garlic, blah, 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 blah. I haven't even opened this yet. Okay. First, though, I want to put some olive oil in there. This is just some of my cooking olive oil. You can use extra virgin olive oil, but I'm going to be roasting these at a temperature of up around 400 degrees. Extra virgin olive oil has a low smoke point. The oil burns easily, so I don't want to use a low smoke point oil. And then I'm going to put a couple of tablespoons, I think, of this seasoning mix. Let's try one first and then stir that around and see how well that's coated. 1 tablespoon might be plenty. Maybe half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon more. Okay, this looks pretty good. And I gotta just try that. The flavoring. That's actually pretty good. Do I want to add salt to that or not? I'm going to hold off on the salt. I don't like to cook with a lot of salt. Okay, my chickpeas are seasoned. They're ready to go in the air fryer. I'll put the chickpeas in the bottom of my air fryer. And let's see, for temperature, I'm going to go 400. I saw one recipe that said to use 400. It said 15 minutes, but that wasn't enough. So I'm going to go for 20 minutes and then check it. And then if I need to, I'll go a little bit longer. And then I'll set a timer for 6-7 minutes. And then I'll come in so that twice during this roasting, I'm going to shake that basket to redistribute the beans a little bit. My timer has gone off, so this has been in there for 20 minutes. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to be crunchy enough. So let me taste one for texture. Almost. I'm going to set this. Let's see. I think I'll leave it at 360, but I think I'll set the time for 10 minutes. This is stopped again. So let me check this for crispness. Cool that down a little bit. Yes, that's crisp. Just crunchy. But tasting that, it's going to need some salt. I think I'm going to use some popcorn salt in there. This is a finer salt. It's like a powder rather than a crystal. So I like the way it sticks. It sticks better. Taste that. Well, that's pretty good. It's almost there for salt. Snacks should be a little on the salty side, right? All right, I'm going to spread that around a little bit so it has a chance to cool fairly easily before I put that into a jar. But one more taste. Oh, that is so good. So there they are, my little jar, my lid of my roasted garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and they're good. I don't know whether you can hear the crunch through my microphone or not, but they are crunchy, really nicely crunchy, and it's a satisfying crunch. They're satisfying the snack on. I like that flavor and I like the texture. That taco seasoning is actually very good on these. So I have my snack to enjoy later today. Right now, it's coming up on 11:40, 11:45. It's time to start thinking about lunch.